Tori Roloff reveals her and husband Zach's son Jackson had third leg surgery, took it like a champ. Hello viewers, I am Alana, welcome back to my channel. USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Tori Roloff and Zach Roloff's eldest son, Jackson, is recovering after his third leg surgery. Jackson has proved he's stronger than titanium, let's hope he's not stronger than vanadium. Unbelievably proud of this kid, Tori, 34, wrote via on Friday, August 8th. Jackson had his third leg surgery today, and he took it like a champ. I had zero doubts, but he has every right to complain and he doesn't. She added, Jackson teaches me so much every single day. His resilience and patience is unreal, and watching him today do something he did not want to do with grace was so humbling. I am so proud to be his mom. The Little People, Big World couple, who got married in 2015, had not disclosed Jackson's diagnosis. In addition to their 8-year-old son, Zach, and Tori Lila, 5, and son Josiah, 3, I don't share about his legs often because people on the internet seem to all have medical degrees and know exactly what the diagnosis is, Tori added on Friday. In reality, I don't trust people online. I trust his doctor, who I think is very good at what he does, and trust him to help us navigate this situation. Jackson is receiving the best care we know how to give him, and he's taking it all in stride. Tori further noted that she and Zach, 35, were so stinking proud of their son. Zach and all 3 of his children have achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism. The TLC alums now try to teach Jackson, Lila, and Josiah about their physical differences. I was watching dwarf soccer, a bunch of dwarfs play in a game on YouTube, and Jackson goes, "Why are those players so short?" Zach in May 2022, noting that Jackson doesn't always realize his diagnosis. And he was looking at some fans with the coaching staff. He's like, "Those players are tall, you know?" And I was like, "Well, those players have dwarfism. They're like you and I, the time." Zach further told us that Jackson was doing great after to correct the bowing in his legs. Everything's great, Zach said, noting that doctors put screws in his son's legs. As he grows, the legs will straighten. It's not an overnight fix, if you will. Tori, for her part, stressed to us that she doesn't want their kids to see their dwarfism as their entire identity. It's so normal to us, Tori said. We have so many resources, and there's a lot of parents out there who don't have the same resources and don't have the same confidence in everything that Zach and I do. Both of Zach's parents, exes Matt and Amy Roloff, also have achondroplasia. Tori Roloff's next career move surprises LPBW fans. Former Little People, Big World star Tori Roloff is making a big change in the day-to-day life of herself and her family. She and her husband, Zach Roloff, announced their decision to leave LPBW in February 2024 during an episode of their podcast. Now, she is returning to do the type of work she had pre-television, and fans had a lot to say about it. On August 27th, an announcement regarding Tori appeared on. The post included a photo of Tori and text read, "Welcome to the team. Tori Roloff, preschool teacher," and the caption of the post, the school wrote, "We're so excited to welcome Tori Roloff to our teaching team as a preschool teacher." An introduction from the former Little People, Big World star read, "I was born and raised in Vancouver and taught kindergarten in the Woodland and Beaverton school districts for 6 years before taking a break from teaching to have our 3 kids. Tori and Zach have 2 sons, Jackson and Josiah, and 1 daughter, Lila. Jackson arrived in May 2017, and Lila came in November 2019. Josiah joined the family in April 2022. The introduction from Tori continued, "I love photography, making sourdough, and staying active with our kids. I love sports, go Seahawks too. I love being creative and finding fun ways to share joy and truth with people around me." Several people commented on the Facebook post to welcome Tori to the school's team. One additional comment read, "Yay! Tori was my son's kindergarten teacher and she was amazing." Someone else wrote, "If I was going to preschool, I would love to have Tori as my teacher." A show fan who noted they live in the same area as the Roloff family saw the announcement on Facebook and shared it on Reddit. LPBW's Tori Roloff shares vulnerable message about personal struggles. "I'm exhausted." Former star Tori Roloff took a break from her normal content to open up about some relatable parenting struggles. On June 16th, the 34-year-old shared some adorable photos of and the 3 children she shares with husband Zach Roloff enjoying a sunny day in the pool, while also writing a vulnerable message about some recent difficulties she has been dealing with. "Just the perfect summer day. Okay, but real talk real quick. We're only 3 weeks into summer and no lie, it's been a little bit of a struggle. We only share the goodness here on Insta, but sometimes it's good to share realness too," she began the caption. Tori admitted, I have been struggling to keep calm and practice patience the last few days. I'm exhausted. She explained that a couple of challenges she has been facing are her kids' differing needs and personal struggles with her hormone levels, saying, I know that has contributed to my mood. I find myself feeling guilty some nights because I didn't handle the issues with our kids the way I wish I would have. I am trying to take my health seriously and get back on track to be the best mom I can be, Tori said. She continued, noting how her kids can have days when they're off, and I have a hard time not taking it personally. The mother of 3 concluded with a vulnerable send-off. God has blessed us with 3 free-eking amazing kids. They are everything I ever prayed for and then some. Sometimes it takes me writing it down to remind myself of that fact and pray that I can do better tomorrow. Fans loved Tori's openness and quickly assured her that her experience was normal, with one fan writing in the comments, "You're doing great, totally normal to feel this way, you're human. Give yourself some grace. Being a mom is the hardest job in the world. You're an amazing mom." Read a similar note. Other kind replies included, "You always keep it so real. Remember to breathe. Presence is so key and you're doing a great job with your sweet little kids. Don't beat yourself up. One day at a time." Tori Roloff talks filming again for Little People, Big World, we'd consider it. Tori and Zach Roloff may have walked away from filming reality TV, but they haven't completely abandoned the idea. In February 2024, the Little People, Big World couple announced they were finished filming for the long-running reality TV series, S Monsters, and critics reported Tori and Zach on an episode of their podcast, Raising Heights. "There were moments in reality TV that we loved and moments that we didn't, but overall we're grateful to our crew and our producer, and we're excited for our next chapter," they told their listeners. The decision was tough for Tori and Zach, but Tori shared that she's seen families be torn apart over reality television. Their eldest son, Jackson, expressed his disinterest in filming, which impacted their decision. But now, fast forward to April 2025, Tori says she and Zach would be open to filming again. During a recent Q&A in her Instagram stories, Tori told her 2.2 million followers that filming was still possible. One of the questions from a fan asked, "Are y'all filming anymore?" Tori wrote that they aren't filming LPBW anymore, but reminded her followers that she and Zach and YouTube channel where they keep their fans updated. Then, in a subsequent slide, Tori was asked whether she would ever consider filming again. This time, Tori elaborated a bit more, naming one reason why she and Zach haven't pursued the idea yet. "We have said if it was just our family we'd consider it," she began. "However, we really enough to carry a show on our own. If we ever filmed again, we would want to circle back to what LPBW originated as, an educational show that taught people about dwarfism," Tori added. "Not a relationship show." Zach and Tori were the last Roloff siblings to remain on LPBW through season 25. Before that, Zach's twin brother Jeremy and his wife Zach's sister Molly Roloff, and his younger brother all walked away from sharing their personal lives with TLC's cameras. As Tori mentioned, in recent seasons, LPBW's storylines have focused more on the family's relationships, a stark contrast to the early years, when the show followed the Roloffs' daily lives, educated viewers about dwarfism. One major relationship storyline in season 25 was Matt, over the sale of Roloff Farms. In earlier seasons, following Matt and Amy Roloff's divorce, LPBW followed Amy's life as a newly single woman re-entering the dating scene. Amy met her current husband, Chris Merrick, while filming, and featured on LPBW. Matt's new romance with his current fiancée, Karen Chandler, has also been featured on the show. However, it's unclear whether or not their engagement was filmed for a future season. Uncertainty surrounds Little People, Big World, as TLC has not announced its future. If there is one, Matt's fans would have liked to see his and Karen's wedding aired on TV, but some LPBW viewers think the show should end for good. Tori Roloff's new photos of son Josiah have fans gushing he's so darn cute. Tori, 34, took to on Monday, August 11th, to share 5 photos of Josiah, 3, playing in the pool. While he showed off his silly personality by making a funny face in the first photo, he also donned a sweet in the second photo. The cuteness was on full display in the final photo as he stuck his tongue out while diving into the water. "I'd be alright if summer never ended," the mom of 3 captioned the photos. It took no time for fans to comment about how sweet Josiah is in the comment section. "Beautiful photos, he is just so darn cute," one person wrote, while another added, "so adorable." Meanwhile, others pointed out their favorite photos that were featured in the slides. "LMAO Tori Roloff, the tongue-out body dive is the best lol," a third fan commented, and an additional social media user chimed in, "Oh my goodness, Picky's living his best." A following fan wrote about Josiah, with another person adding, "He's so cute. Beautiful eyes." In addition to Josiah, Tori and her husband share son Jackson, 8, and daughter Lila, 5. There's no denying that Tori loves being a mom, as she always shares the cutest photos of her kids on social media. However, she recently admitted to having mixed feelings about. She took to on July 24th to share a video that began with clips of the siblings were later shown dancing and swimming, while the clip ended with the whole dancing for the camera. The fact that this isn't forever makes me sick to my stomach, she wrote over the video, which was captioned the good old days. LPBW's Zach Roloff reveals where he stands with family after falling out. It's all right, Zach responded. And me have a pretty good relationship. While Zach added that his relationship with his youngest brother is decent, he did not reveal where he stands with his twin brother. I would say that there was a lot of very hard dynamics the last couple of years. Tori, 34, chimed in. I feel like right now, currently, we're at one of the better spaces that we've been at with your family in a while. When it comes to his relationship with his siblings, Zach said that things are melting. He continued, the kids being together helps a lot, and they all love each other and love hanging out. Zach and Tori share children Jackson, 8, Lila, 5, and Josiah, 3, while Jacob, 28, shares son Mateo with his wife. Meanwhile, Jeremy, 35, and his wife share kids Ember, 7, Bode, 5, Radley, 3, and Mirabelle, 13 months. The father of 3 said that his relationship with his mother is good. Though, things were rocky with her for a little bit there, with her moving out of the farmhouse and all that stuff. Tori then clarified that Amy, 62, is someone they can call no matter what, no matter the time of day, and that she's the best grandma ever. Then my dad comes up and sees baseball games and things like that, does the Christmas thing, Zach said about his relationship with Matt Roloff. But yeah, it's still, Tori said there's no relationship there when it comes to Matt, 63, and Zach agreed. But I do feel like the siblings, I feel like all of you have kind of come around, which is nice, Tori added. It's like, what does our relationship look like right now? It's not gonna look like what it did 10 years ago. We have different things to talk about. We're adults now, Zach said of their changing relationships. Is it going to be what it was? No. Things change also that are just natural. But definitely it's melting, and then it's better. Fans previously watched Matt and Zach's relationship hit its breaking point when the Roloff patriarch decided to not sell their family farm, Roloff Farms, to any of his children and instead put it on the market in May 2022 during the podcast episode. Zach and Tori explained that they rarely go to the family's farm and said their most recent visit was for Mateo's birthday party. The farm is definitely not a place that we seek out, Tori shared. Meanwhile, Zach said the farm brings up a lot of resentment and old feelings. Tori Roloff shares why watching her kids age makes her sick. Little people, big world alum Tori Roloff admitted she'll miss the stage of that her 3 kids are in, and she shared adorable videos of their memories in an emotional Instagram post. Tori, 34, took to on Thursday, July 24th, to reflect on the sweet stages that her and husband kids are in. The couple, who wed in 2015, share kids Jackson, 7, Lila, 5, and Josiah, 2. Video began with clips of all 3 of her kids later showed off their best dance moves before they were seen swimming in different bodies of water. The sentimental post concluded with a video that showed dancing for the camera. Tori made it clear that by writing over the video, the fact that this isn't forever makes me sick to my stomach. She continued to share her thoughts about her kids growing up by captioning the video the good old days. Shortly after the former TLC star uploaded the post, several fans took to the comments section of the current stage of her life. My kids are grown now. Would give anything to go back for just one more day, one follower commented, and a second chimed in, cherish it, Tori. I know you do. It really goes so fast. However, others insisted that the family will continue to have special moments as the kids continue to age. I've enjoyed every stage of parenting. I now have a house full of teens, and it's so amazing to have adult conversations and see them growing and maturing. I do miss the cuddles though, one personal wrote. Another commented, it isn't fair to them or you for it to be forever that way. Enjoy them at all the stages. Little people, big world's Tori Roloff marks son Josiah's major milestone and fans are in disbelief. Star Tori Roloff marked her son major milestone, his 3rd, and fans are in disbelief. On Wednesday, April 30th, the former star with a birthday tribute to her and Zach Roloff's youngest of 3 children. Happy birthday, dude. Josiah, you are funny and stubborn and the best cuddler when you want to be. The doting mom captioned her update. You keep us all on our toes and you're the best little brother we could have asked for. Alongside a carousel of photos of the birthday boy rocking a green polo with his hair adorably slicked back, Tori continued her reflection. You have grown so much this year and it's so fun watching you become more independent. I love your spunk and determination. No one is going to tell you who to be except for you, she wrote. Tori concluded, so much Saigai, and I can't wait to celebrate you all day long, happy birthday. In the comments, Instagram users couldn't wrap their heads around the fact that Zach and Tori's younger son was already 3.1, wrote 3 already. What a beautiful kiddo. Another confessed, oh my goodness, he's so handsome and grew so quickly, as someone else echoed, wow, 3 already, and so cute. A different fan exclaimed, Mog, the cutest little 3-year-old ever. Meanwhile, others thought Josiah was starting to resemble one of his close members. Looking more and more like as he gets older. Happy birthday, Josiah, one Instagram user declared, as another agreed, declaring, he looks like Jackson. In addition to Jackson 7, Zach and Tori share a daughter 5. Little people, Big World's Tori Roloff makes bold claim about TLC. In a new episode of her and husband Zach Roloff podcast, the former reality stars opened up about what it was really like behind the scenes of their family's TLC show, and how they were not encouraged to connect with other reality stars at the network. I don't think TLC wanted the talent to be mingling, Tori, 33, claimed during the Thursday, January 23rd episode of the couple's podcast. I don't think they wanted the talent to talk to each other. And honestly, I see why, she added. After appearing on Little People, Big World since season 10, Tori and Zach ultimately decided to making their last appearance in the season 25 finale. During their conversation, Tori and Zach also mentioned fellow TLC alum who grew up on her family's reality series. Tori and Zach only recently crossed paths with Jinger and her husband when they met in person for the first time earlier this month. TLC was probably scared, Tori suggested during the recent podcast episode, while Zach, 34, seemingly agreed, adding, we weren't all like unionized. Reality TV wasn't unionized. We talked a little bit about that with Jinger and Jeremy, and how that would have been nice to have that communication with somebody else that was doing the same thing you were doing, Tori stated. But we had a great time, she added of the pair's hangout with Jinger and Jeremy, calling them some great people. Little People, Big World's Tori Roloff shares absolutely precious photos of her 3 kids' snow day. Former Little People, Big World star Tori Roloff marked a special snow day with her kids as she shared photos from their time having fun outside. The mother of 3 shared the update with fans on Instagram on February 14th as she wrote, Snow Day 1. We went in and out about 1847282 times. Forgot eggs in our pockets. Cried about having cold fingers. And had the best day ever. And the photos, her 3 kids and wore adorable winter outfits to protect them from the cold. Jackson had on an all-black sporty look, while Lila wore floral-printed pants, a pink jacket and a white hat in some photos, and a thicker jacket and pants in others. Meanwhile, Josiah rocked a cute white onesie with bears all over it. The kids looked giddy as they explored the snowy landscape, with Lila even busting some smooth moves in one photo. Tori's husband Zach wasn't in any of the photos, but she tagged him in the post, stop. With the cuteness, joked one fan in the comments, while someone else declared that the update looks like postcards. Others chimed in with similar replies, saying absolutely precious, cutest little angels, and OMG, so stinking cute, thank you for sharing your beautiful family, I always love seeing them. Another fan even called it your own little piece of heaven. Along with a fun snow day with their kids, Tori and Zach also had another reason to celebrate recently, as their podcast, Raising Heights with Zach and Tori, just celebrated its. They launched the podcast with the first episode on February 8, 2024. Tori Roloff thrills Little People, Big World fans with super rare photos of Roloff grandkids all together. Little People, Big World star Tori Roloff recently thrilled fans by posting super rare photos of the Roloff grandkids all together. On April 19th, the former TLC star took to Instagram to share adorable pictures of her and her husband Zach Roloff's 3 children, Jackson, 7, Lila, 5, and Josiah, 2, alongside their cousins on their father's side. Cousins, Eggs, and Sunshine. It was a good Friday, Tori captioned the festive update, and the featured image. Tori's 3 kiddos stood with Easter baskets next to Zach's twin brother Jeremy Roloff and his wife Audrey's kids, Ember, 7, Bode, 5, and Radley, 3. On their other side stood Mateo, 3, Zach's younger brother Jacob Roloff and his wife Isabel, son. Tori made sure to cover Mateo's head with a yellow heart, as Jacob and Isabel don't show photos of their son's face on social media. The only Roloff cousin missing from the group shot was Jeremy and Audrey's youngest child Mirabella, who turns 1 in late May. In other snaps, Tori showed the kids Easter eggs, hanging out with their and enjoying spending time with their cousins. And the comments, Little People, Big World fans were over the moon to see the incredibly rare photos of the Roloff grandkids spending time together. Cuteness overload, one Instagram user declared. Another fan shared the cousin pics. And the way Lila is looking at her older cousin Ember, priceless. Someone else echoed, so beautiful. I love the one of Lila looking at Ember.